We begin at Florida State University, scene of the nation's latest mass shooting. 2 people are dead and 6 hurt after a gunman opened fire near the student union. Police say the 20-year-old suspect, now in custody, is the son of a sheriff's deputy who used his mother's former service weapon in the attack.
We have multiple crime scenes. This is a very large area we're covering. We have thousands, hundreds of thousands, or hundreds or thousands of witnesses. And again, this is an active, ongoing investigation.
Here to discuss the investigation is Felipe Rodriguez, professor at John Jay Criminal College and former Florida deputy sheriff. Thank you for being with us. As we just heard, there are thousands of possible witnesses spread over a large campus. How much more complicated does that make the investigation?
It does. It's going to be a lengthy investigation. Remember, what we try to do is from beginning to end is establish a timeline, from the moment that the individual first got onto campus, how he actually engaged each and individual, at shooting. And it's a massive crime scene. First of all, when we respond, we have to make sure that we make the area secure. After that, remove anybody that may need first aid, and then becomes the complex job of piecing all the pieces together to be able to see how this crime took place.
It seems different, and how much more difficult is it? It seems different than say a high school. When you have a school campus, when you have a college that just sprawls all over the place, does that make, when this is a live event, does that make it that much harder to try to figure out what's going on?
It does. It makes it very difficult. You got to see how large of a campus we have. We have a campus with over 40,000 students. There seems to have been, shootings in multiple buildings. And also, which a lot of individuals don't understand, the moment that the police officer discharges his firearm, that also becomes a separate investigation because it becomes an officer-involved shooting. So it may include Florida Department of Law Enforcement or the Attorney General's office in that area also investigating. So it's multiple investigations that are taking place into numerous crime scenes.
And finally, how did you react? What did you think when you heard that the firearm used in this instance was one that belonged to a sheriff's deputy, not one that was in service, but a former one?
Correct. It's just, it adds more complexity to the shooting itself. You had an individual that was part of the law enforcement family. So now we also have to worry about the shooter, but the actual deputy themselves. We have to make sure that we safeguard the firearms, any of the additional firearms, because we might have mental health issues on besides of that deputy also. So it just adds more pieces to the puzzle. And unfortunately, this kid was part of the youth council, so it could have been that he had intimate knowledge of how the police will respond. And maybe that's why, it ended the way it did.